Hello and welcome to On the Press Football Podcast, episode 2. And I'm with Aji and Matthew, and we are going to have a discussion about the man who's being called the best manager basically ever at the moment. And
in many quarters.
In many quarters, including on this table right now with Aji being an advocate for that.
Absolutely. Just one quarter on this occasion.
And Matthew being against. And I'm going to sort of be not...
Despite that shirt, you're in the middle.
Yeah. So, yeah, despite the shirt I'm wearing, I'm sort of sitting in there because I do kind of feel... Let me give my point of view before you guys go, because then I'm going to let you guys more argue out because you guys seem to be more anti than I am. I'm sitting in the middle, and I kind of feel Pep has come over. He's done a tremendous job in the fact that the football's great, the trophy collection's amazing, but in every instance, what I am not convinced of is that I haven't seen him, and this is probably my only grief now, drag a really, really, really unreputable team or an unfavoured team to glory. That is probably my only thing where I've seen, or haven't seen, but I know Sir Alex Ferguson has done that with St Mirren. He's done that with Aberdeen and, of course, Man United after Ron Atkinson. So there's three things that Ferguson has taken a team from relative obscurity to being European Cup winners, Cup, Champions League winners, treble winners, which Man City are at the moment, so Pep's equalised the accolade. But I'm just saying that I don't doubt all of this fantastic stuff that he's brought to the game. He's brought to the English game. He's clearly had a fantastic effect on the British game. Same as Jurgen Klopp as well. Same as Mourinho did. But I need to see it with a small club. So that's where I stand. I'm a United fan, but I appreciate football, and I'm not going to sit here and be blinded and say what I haven't seen from the last 7 seasons from Man City has not been anything other than excellence. So, Aji, I'm going to hand off over to you.
Okay.
To give me your thoughts on why you are for.
Number one, okay, I take on board what you say, but that's irrelevant. Pardon my French, that's completely irrelevant.
Okay.
You still got a set of players. Yes, by all means, they're probably some of the best players globally.
Every time.
Yeah, but hold on. He's also improved players a hell of a lot.
No, I haven't doubted that either.
No.
Just because I said he hasn't done it with...
Absolutely.
Doesn't mean I don't appreciate what
he's also improved players a lot. Well, you can have your say on that, but he's also improved players a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But he's had to manage. You think... Let me put it this way, right? You think of the egos within that dressing room, within the dressing room that he's having to look after.
Right.
Okay? All right?
I'll take that.
The egos that he's had to manage, and not only had to manage, to get them to respect him. Okay? To get them to respect him and to get them to buy into what he's done. And if they disagree, or if he sees a wrong one in there, they're out.
Yeah.
They're out. Now, that to me is brilliant management.
Well, actually,
that's brilliant manager.
No, did that.
Absolutely.
Ferguson did
yeah,
that.
But
Arsene Wenger when he first started.
Listen.
Well,
Football now is completely different to football back then. Let me say, football.
Actually.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm talking about
modern player. Yes.
Listen, I'm talking about football as a whole. All right.
Yeah.
The people today, the players you have today,
are all about money.
As I said, all
about money, and all of them are about egos. Back then, you might get one or two who were.
Yeah.
But now it's every single player who on at least £1 million a week or whatever ridiculous amounts they're on a week.
Yeah,
it's
exorbitant.
So you not only do you have to be a great coach, and Fergie wasn't a great coach.
He wasn't. Yeah.
No, he wasn't a great coach. He was a manager.
Same
right?
as Brian Clough.
No. Yeah, same as Brian Clough.
Yeah.
Right. But Pep is a coach. He was a brilliant player, number one. A brilliant coach. If you listen to every player
That's
that's ever played. They'll all say he's a brilliant coach,
Yeah.
but he's also a brilliant, but he's also a brilliant manager. So he's had to not only be a brilliant manager like Sir Alex, and listen, I doff my bloody cap to Sir Alex, mate. I love the guy. Personally, I love the guy.
Why I would have a problem with people saying that he's a better manager than Sir Alex. I think it's like
ludicrous.
For me, it's
no,
1 second. Ed.
No,
it's a crossing your times for one, and you're absolutely right. Sir Alex Ferguson wasn't a coach per se.
Yeah,
he builds so. I would say if we're going back into the decades in football, there was managers back then because the whole kind of spectrum was different.
You're
back then.
right. And there was normally an assistant or a coach on those teams that were the mastermind of tactically. Do you know what I mean?
What was
so listen to me then. You guys are killing your own argument. Pep is a brilliant coach. Pep is a brilliant coach. You've just kind of lessened.
No, I haven't.
Right? You've lessened. Listen to me. You've lessened. Right? What Sir Alex is about. He wasn't a brilliant coach. Pep is a brilliant coach. Pep is a brilliant manager.
Okay, so how have I lessened what I said? Because I'm just basically talking about how football was and football is now.
Yeah.
So Arsene Wenger was both. Yeah, he was a hybrid. He could manage and coach. He set the standard for what is happening now in England.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But Sir Alex Ferguson was still a bit of an older school than Wenger. Yeah. So you're coming from that Shankly, that Paisley, that Jock Stein, that sort of like Wenger, that older era with Alex Ferguson, where you're the gaffer and you've got people around you doing it. And then now we've got a new era of football that has kind of been brought in now. So I don't see how I'm killing my argument by bringing that factor into it, that there is management and coaches.
And he hasn't got his stripes, which is what the main thing you said.
So, so let's go to your argument against, Matthew.
Yeah. Well, firstly, I agree with the point you made about he hasn't earned his stripes at all. He went straight into...
Hasn't earned his stripes. Please clarify that point.
By that. So what I mean by that, when you earn your stripes, so say you're a kid and someone says, right, you're going to join this football team, you start off by shining boots, right?
So what was he doing? What was he doing at Barcelona?
He was the
manager of the best youth team.
I'm talking about as a player. What was he doing as a player?
Never mind player, Adji.
Yes, it is. A player.
No, it isn't.
Player's a big part of it.
It really isn't.
You're talking about not earning the stripes.
It's nothing to do with...
He earned his stripes as a player. In terms of shining, whoever, I don't know who came before him.
It's nothing to do with being a player.
Well, it is. You're talking about cleaning boots.
Because the best
boots.
Players that have ever lived, maybe barring Johan Cruyff, didn't get that opportunity in management.
Kick the mic to you.
But I sorry, mate, I don't understand your point. Please clarify. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Sure.
But I don't understand.
So what I mean by that, I think it's quite clear what I mean by it. But Aaron alluded to it. Alex Ferguson started at St Mirren, did well there, did unbelievably well with Aberdeen.
Yeah.
That hasn't been seen since in Scottish football. Correct, right?
Yeah.
Is there any point in Pep Guardiola's career where you can look at it and go, that's unbelievable what he's done with the resources that he had in front of him?
Yeah, the treble.
No, like I said, I'll repeat the point again. I'll repeat the point again.
With treble, how many managers
with the resource?
Hold on, when Man United won the treble, when you won the treble, you were the richest club in the UK.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, end of story.
Yes, we were.
No, but that's not part of Alex Ferguson earning his stripes, is it?
Can I sort of say, no,
that's not story, guys. It's not
the story.
You're clearly sidestepping a very valid.
No, I'm not sidestepping any point. I'm just saying, right? You mentioned the resources. When Man United did the treble, they were the richest club in the UK.
That wasn't what I mentioned, was it? I mentioned St Mirren and Aberdeen. Why are you mentioning Man United?
Because St Mirren and Aberdeen, right? St Mirren and Aberdeen. Listen, I take my hat off to Sir Alex. Of course I do.
But it's not just about single issues.
But that's what earning your stripes means. That's what I'm getting at. I went on a bit of a stupid analogy with cleaning boots. But what I'm saying is Pep Guardiola's first job was manager of the best youth team on the planet. He then moved on a year later to the best team on the planet, inherited the best team on the planet from Frank Rijkaard. Yeah. Then after that, he went to the best team in the world at that time, which was Bayern Munich in Germany.
Yes.
Didn't even do that well.
Jupp Heynckes built all of that.
Jupp Heynckes built all of that. Didn't even do that well. European wise,
Didn't win
shit.
Yeah.
Then went on to Manchester City, and it took him ages to win the Champions League. Of course, the football and everything, and he's won many titles.
Purposely built that whole.
You must see the point. You must see that
Actually,
point.
can I interject because I haven't spoken for a while. I want to go back at you on Man United being the richest team as well, and I back in the 90s as well.
Yeah,
there was an more equal playing field back then, I would say, as well. For one thing, there hasn't been.
Explain that.
There's been a more equal playing field because Arsenal basically were second to us in everything. We only beat them in a semi-final by the skin of our teeth with Ryan Giggs' great goal. In the title, we beat them by 1 point.
I don't understand your point. So what's your point?
I'm saying that...
What's the equal playing field then?
Actually, what I'm saying, and I think it's very simple what I'm saying, is that they win the title at fucking canters every single year.
And there's a reason for that.
And we, back in the 90s... Can I finish?
And Liverpool, Liverpool, the Scousers. Pardon me, Scousers.
Okay, so Liverpool won the title once in 13
years. The Everton fans, Adji. I know what you get like with those Everton fans.
So what was your analogy about Liverpool when they won the COVID title?
No, you're talking about a team pushing City.
Yeah.
Okay. So Liverpool have been pushing City. So they haven't won at a canter.
But
they haven't.
What they have? Because, I mean, like,
they haven't.
So the 2 years... The 2 years you're talking about, Liverpool were the best team on the planet.
Pardon?
Liverpool were the best team on the planet for those 2 years.
Yeah. But
so what's your argument?
My argument is they haven't won the titles at a canter. They've been pushed at every stage. Liverpool have been there. Arsenal were there this season. Arsenal pushed them. It's only that they got better, as they always do, at the end of the season. Arsenal pushed them.
Let's not be absurd here.
No. Guys.
No.
Arsenal pushed them this season.
Yeah.
I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm not particularly an Arsenal fan.
It was theirs to lose.
It was theirs to lose. But they pushed Liverpool. They pushed City all the way. They did.
Okay. So let's go back. I might be just because you triggered me with the United thing as well, back saying we were the richest club. Arsenal was spending money back then. Man United was spending money back then. We paid like millions of pounds to Dwight York, Andy Cole, this and that sort of thing. Newcastle were breaking transfer records back then with Alan Shearer.
They were.
Blackburn was spending.
But I'm talking about the overall squad. I'm talking about the overall squad. Your overall squad back then was worth more than any other team. Someone out there is going to correct me on that, but I certainly remember. I certainly remember at some point reading a stat that Man United were the richest club. I think it was.
But what are we talking about? Are we talking about in terms of transfer value? Because that's another reason that I would pull Pep up on in terms of bringing through youth. Incomparable in compared to. I don't want to keep comparing everything to Alex Ferguson.
Yeah, but hold on.
Obviously, class of '92. No. It's a valid point. Because hold on. Because Pep's first job, right, was in the cantera of Barcelona, right?
Yeah.
Barcelona B.
Yeah.
Didn't really bring anyone through. Bloody Pedro. That's it.
That might be a little bit of a myth there. I don't really know.
I don't agree with that.
Funny,
I think he bought a lot of
let's
the
get
players.
the squad up now. Barcelona B,
the players.
2008-9. Get it up now.
Get
it up now.
Pep was managing back in Barcelona. He brought through.
No, he didn't. Who? He had Messi already. So you've already got the best player in the world. Number one. He also had Ronaldinho. He was there already. He also had Deco.
I can't. Listen, mate, I can't.
He had Carlos Puyol, who'd been there
qualify that or quantify that.
Yeah, I can't. Okay, let's kind of like straighten the road a little bit and go back to just debating about, because I think we've obviously digressed onto different things. The Man United fan came out of me there.
But that's to me that's a big part of my point. Yeah. He's not this myth that he's brought people through. He really hasn't.
Yeah, but does he need to? Look.
Okay, let's go back to his merits as a manager.
Does he need to?
I think it's part of it. Yeah, I think it's part of it.
I think that's
Phil Foden, obviously.
I think that's so old school mentality. Okay, He's won because he knows how to win.
Because he's got money, mate.
He's won because it's not just about the money.
Coach. He's a good coach.
It's not just about the money.
A good coach.
It's not about the money. He's won because he knows how to win, and it's not just that he knows how to win.
To say
right?
To say about it's not about the money.
He's got. I never said it's not about the money.
You said it wasn't about the money.
Listen, dude. The money obviously helps, but as Roy Keane keeps on saying,
yeah,
he still has to manage them.
Yeah,
he still has to manage them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. He is fantastic at managing, as we said earlier. I don't know if that's going to be part of this discussion or a previous discussion, right? He's great at managing.
I think he has
egos.
He has an easy group, though. You say egos. I don't think there's that many egos.
Look at the people he's got rid of. Look at the people he's got rid of.
There's that many egos in that team. Being honest with you, Adji. Do you? Do you look at that team and see a lot of egos? I look at
because of the culture.
I look at that Man United era
culture.
Team, fuck me, there was egos.
No, because of the culture that Pep has built. Okay, if you screw with him, as he's done with who's the guy who went out.
It's easy to do that, actually.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
he's got rid of him.
Hold on,
he's got rid of him.
It comes back to the money because it's easy to do that. Well, again, he doesn't work with the tools he's got because he doesn't need to. Yeah. When Alex Ferguson,
he doesn't work with the tools he's got.
So you're saying if someone's a disruptor, he'll fuck him off?
Yeah,
anyone can do that when you got 100 million to spend on each player. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, but then it's also about buying the right
when
players.
You're Dario Gradi managing
then it's also about buying the right players to fit in with the culture.
Yeah, but when they don't, there's no risk to him because he can just fuck them off and buy another player.
It's not that easy. There is a thing called financial fair play,
which they've literally cheated at.
No. That hasn't been proven yet.
Oh wow!
It hasn't been proven. No, it hasn't been proven.
Sorry, are we going to see him in a blue shirt soon?
Listen, that hasn't been proven. Until that's proven, until
anyone who's got common sense can see.
Until it's proven, then I'm not going to say a word about it. Okay, nor can you.
Spoken like a true Abramovich.
You guys are, you're surmising.
I'm not surmising anything.
You are.
I'm not surmising anything.
Okay. I'm looking at the evidence I know.
And what's the evidence that you know?
That they've
clearly
tell me
their revenue doesn't come from.
How do you know what their revenue?
The same.
But how do you know?
It's as plain as the nose on my face, mate.
But have you got the evidence?
Well, like I said,
well, no, you haven't. Exactly.
I have.
You haven't.
Because compare it to. Hold on. Look at the revenues that clubs bring in. Man United shirt sales, for example, when they sign people
built up on the basis of many years as well.
You look at game receipts.
Look, we digress.
I understand it's on TV.
We are digressing a lot.
We are.
Yeah.
Because we're going on to a point.
But I think you are bringing on these points to digress on.
I'm not. I'm just talking about. I'm talking about because you guys brought in money. You keep on going on about the money that Pep has
to understand.
To prove.
And
what I'm saying,
your team as well. Your team are the
we're not going back to Abramovich.
No.
Listen.
Let me complete my point, Adji. Let me complete my point. Yeah.
And United didn't do it. And United didn't do it.
Oh my God. Let me complete my point. I'm saying that. You lot were the ones that let the boogeyman in.
No.
You let the boogeyman in.
No.
And because
it was United who started it. It was United.
In a way, Adji's right.
In a way,
you're right. No, in a way.
We got loads of money when the Premier League bust up. Of course, when it burst up. Of course we did.
Yeah.
And obviously we were the first.
And you did your little scheming bits like withdrawing from the FA Cup and all that, which I've never forgiven you or Sir Alex for. Not you personally, but you know what I mean.
You can not forgive me either. I don't forgive him still. But yeah, actually, all I was going to say. I just want to say.
Mine is.
Actually, so a point came in, right? What was that?
No, I was just looking at the time.
Okay, cool. So I'm saying that the money essence came in from Chelsea as well, sort of thing. And obviously, I don't
the oligarchy. I think
I don't really kind of say that a team having money is kind of a thing where I'm going to moan about anymore because that money is the essence of football. That's what it's all about. Commercialism come into the game before the millions came in from the oligarchs. So I'm fully aware of what you're talking about. But when you're taking the league from where it was,
it's about how wide the gap is, isn't it?
It's exponentially gone up. And then for you to say that Pep has not been successful on the basis of having nearly unlimited resources, forgetting financial fair play, because even though if I don't know or do know,
No, and
that
to be
they have-
fair,
that they might
that's
might not
nothing to
cheated.
do with him as the coach and the
yeah,
manager.
yeah,
That's the club. Look, to me, they've clearly cheated, but again, I can't blame Pep for that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is the resources that he's been given, he's never ever had a hard time. It's easy to be
It's not
Yeah,
easy.
so we're
the
bringing-
best coach in the world
Easy
like
is
he's
not-
done.
No, easy is not a word that you can use about at that level of football. You can't.
No, I do take that. It
No,
takes a
you
great manager to manage elite egos
Of
and,
course,
and,
of
and, and elite
I'm not
ability.
assuming that
Because
he's a
if you
bad
can't,
manager.
you can't put any bozo in there with,
No,
tho-
of course
with
you
those,
can't.
those group of players.
Of
and
course you
it's-
can't.
it's-
Look,
I mean,
Neil
so-
Warnock would have finished fourth this season. There's absolutely no, and I love Neil Warnock, but obviously I recognise that this guy tactically, like you said, he got a lot of his stuff from Cruyff in the first place,
And it's
and he's been one of that player that you said he forms his team around was him as a player. So I recognise all of that, obviously, but all I'm saying is I don't see him as the best manager in the world because he doesn't have that background that the other managers.
I think he's the best manager in the world. I don't think he's the best manager ever.
Ever, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's
I don't even-
undoubtable with what he's done. It's unprecedented this season. So I don't think I've been like kind of maybe arguing across everybody as if I actually feel like he's shit or something. I don't
No.
feel, but I'm just sort of saying that, and I bring my point back again. I've heard what Aji's had to say. I've heard what you've had to say.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel the prevailing factor is that I saw a young, fantastic Jose Mourinho out of Bobby Robson's kind of apprenticeship, and then going to Porto, going to Liera, going to Benfica, going to Porto, then going to Chelsea, and completely kind of
Lifting the Champions League with a club that shouldn't have won. They were not that talented.
UEFA Cup, and then Champions League,
Yeah.
and then Chelsea, and then the first kind of like over 96-point season with Chelsea.
it.
13 goals conceded in 1 year. Do you know what I mean? I saw
Look, if Pep goes to Ajax and wins the Champions League, I'll shut my mouth forever, mate.
something like that. I would
Something
probably
like
need to
that.
see something as mercurial as that. Would kind of say
That's it.
that's
but
the
you know
greatest
that's
manager
never
ever.
going to happen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
You know that's never
because
gonna
he only likes easy jobs.
But you understand the sentiment, though,
Look.
or are you going to be obtuse?
No, I'm not going to be obtuse, and I'm not being obtuse. I have my belief. You have your belief.
Yeah.
Matt has his belief.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no winner in this argument at all. There isn't.
Just Pep.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever. There's no winner in this argument. I still think he's the best manager ever.
I'm not trying to convince you otherwise. I'm just saying my point.
You have your point, Matt. You have your point. Okay, we agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Okay. From my perspective, Pep is the best manager ever. Period.
Okay. Okay.
And nothing that either of you two have said.
That's
to
not
me
our
tonight.
intention.
No, I hear that, but nothing as either of you two have said to me tonight
And
has convinced me otherwise.
And I'd say ditto to
Yeah,
to you,
absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
But
we had our say.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
You know, we had our little.
Yeah.
You know, the temperature rose a little bit as I'd tell for
robust
It
conversation.
was robust conversation.
Yeah, but that's fine.
You know.
That's good in life.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't sit there dancing around the edges and
Absolutely.
you know.
Well, that's what On the Press is all about. It's proper debates with proper
That's it.
football people.
It's not standoff, is it? It's on the press, mate. Yeah, we're getting in.
So, yeah, I'm sure that there's lots more that could have been said, but we're going to try to condense these episodes to, get the maximum sort of time out of us guys on other subjects. So we're going to end this discussion there. Neither of us or none of us have actually changed our point of view from where we first were when this debate began. But I think I appreciate some of the arguments.
Mm-hmm.
I think we digressed a lot.
We did.
As these arguments always go in football, do you know what I mean? You kind of bring up other facts to support your own facts, and then it goes the other way. But